Okay. There's this spot here. Can't go through here? I don't know. It's a very weird area. We can go through the sewer, I guess. Was it this dark in here before? Maybe it was. So we got all the authentication keys, huh? I was gonna try to take the thing over, but never mind. I guess it's right here. It's right here. Popola's errand. I'm not gonna bother. Sorry, Popola. I'm sorry. The hell? This army of dudes just fell down there. I gotta take out these guys if I can just get away from them. Goodness. My controls was controlling itself for there for a second. I don't know what that was about. Oh my. Ouch. Wow, laser right to the face. Okay. Pristine screw. I wanted to hack the other thing, but of course it gave me this. And of course there's another enemy there. I have to interact with it. It's not a hacking thing, I guess, anymore. Now it can be hacked. What the hell is this? Okay. Ridiculously simple design. Out of my face. of my face. Why are there so many enemies around? Seriously. What the hell? There's remote control. I don't want to control them. Let's see what this is here. Did it. Stop annoying me. Stop annoying me. Alright, there's, what is it, one more than the big thing? Alright, so hopefully we can do this unimpeded now. And of course I get hit immediately by something. Oh man, there's multiple things here. Oh, super easy. What the hell? Who even designed this? Oh, what was the point?
Congratulations! You've unlocked all of the documents. That means a special prize is waiting for you inside.
Oh, can't wait.
We look forward to serving you.
No, that's what the hell is in here. The hell?
Enemy caution level rising.
Oh, great.
Cause is most likely concerned over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way!
I want to get to that tower, whether you like it or not, boys. So. Alright, boys. Macking it. You're getting in. Ouch. Okay, stop. Maybe I should just take these guys out first. Don't even let me target them.
Damn it! They won't stop coming!
What? The hell? I guess.
Allied signal detected.
What? Allied
Allies?
signal? Huh, Devil and Popola.
Wait, you?
9S, we've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Okay.
Devila? Popola? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
Alright. They're taking care of business. Whoa, what the hell? Why'd they hit me? You guys didn't take care good enough. Almost in. Just a little bit more. See what this is like, oh boy. No timer. like about? Great, I already got hit twice. That's okay. Is he okay? Oh boy. Oh boy.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit the self-consciousness data to lose control.
Oh, that sounds like a
The
great
resulting
idea.
energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
What happened?
It's the barrier.
What are you
don't.
doing?
You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing algorithm!
Enough! Devil and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devil!
Oh, she's opening it.
Right.
Haha, just throw it in.
I hope you don't regret this.
Well, we made it in. Pod 1503 alert data records discovered for units Devila and Popola. Do you wish to open this data now? What? Open it now or open it later, huh? I guess we'll open it now. Why wouldn't we? What is this? Do you get to play as them? I don't know. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go after all. Because our models, the Devila and Popola models, are defective. Record transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order: function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Devila and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all our eyes, a sense of pride at having entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well, but we existed as a pair, we shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers after all. Ah, watch out! Devila staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry sis, I guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devila grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of the nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devila's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry beneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check the circuitry to see if it can be repaired. Replace the bandage and hope for the best. Oh, I have to check the... Oh, you actually get to choose. This is a choosing... Oh, yeah. As expected, wiring the nerve surgery has been damaged. Replacing it will require new connectors as well as some tools, none of which is easy to find in the desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devilish sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister, the replicants will hear. Pfft, they wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devla crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump just a little, but enough for her to notice, seeing that her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay, I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to the Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If I were to fail... Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scrawls started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast, like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We talked to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world, but at night we just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I replied softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use to ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devla and Popola models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks, the sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for the lost time. Devla loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet she continues to smile, also I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it, but then she smiled, and all that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devla and Popola models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids beholden to the same instinct began to direct their hate at the Devla and Popola models who'd snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance. But even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotion boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, Well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn we endured, because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution, but in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister, Devla, met with unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis, there's nothing we can do. But it was too late, my emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devla and I left town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop, it was going to happen again. And it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gathered overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little anyway. But at the same time, we're not them, we're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devla and Popola were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devla being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone, I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devla. And for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky, it stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devla? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together to try to retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday, but we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert, a new camp. If we can just get there, I can finally fix Devla's leg. And yet I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing, don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse, it lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and touch Devla's cheek or support Devla's body. Let's touch the cheek. The rain flows down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe it away. She smiles, but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. But there is, because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. The failure to manage the area resulted in collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, Devla and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devla and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative. Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
It's a trap! Alright, finally we can save. Long time without being able to do a save like this. Anyway, alright. So when we come back, we will be infiltrating the tower.